Asperger's, and peace to the autism. Developmental delays don't have to be a prison. Just look at it my way. I'm born from divine jism. I got the knowledge, so I'll never be broke wishing. And I have money chasing after me like a bill collection. Live free and don't remain dependent. Government will invade like a Section 8 housing inspection and make you feel like you lost with no direction. Keep your faith, don't block your path and get pulled like a C-section. Everything temporary.
Well, there's another one. Another stream for the good people out here. How we doing? How we feeling? Hope the stream finds you all in good health. Yo, I don't like working for nobody. Period. Never did. Never did. And I love myself for that. Anyway, so this is what we're gonna do. This stream right now, we're gonna talk about different things, man. This is gonna be an open-ended stream, you know what I'm saying? It's called the ego illusions. The ego illusion. We're in the building. We're in the building. You know what I mean? Different things. Look, I'm a man of a certain age. I'm gonna talk my talk. Blessings, everybody, man. Yo, it's the end of the day over here in the northeast part of the world. Salute to you. If it's the morning for you, if it's the evening, if it's the nighttime, everywhere you are, and everywhere everyone isn't. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Greetings, good people. Diversifying the building says blessings. Says yes, wonder. Diversifying the building, and Diversify bless me with 750 jewels. What we doing? Much appreciated. Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco. Appreciate that. Diversifying the building. We're gonna keep that up real quick, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, you know what I mean? Facts. Facts plus tax. You know? Facts plus tax. So, yo, the other day I was talking about like some I don't know, man. Yo, people, I don't know, man. I get on the internet, and I guess because of what I click, what I like, certain algorithms, you know, the algorithm. You could be talking about some a subject, and it comes out on the telephone. Like you didn't even look for it. You talk about this toothpaste with your coworker or your family member, blah blah blah, and then you turn on your phone and it's an ad for the toothpaste that comes up. Like, what the hell? I don't know, man. We getting got. AI is everywhere. AI is everywhere. We're never there, and it's expanding. It's just what it is. It's expanding. Every other, like, I'm looking at how people are saying they're making so much money using AI. So much money using AI. I wish these young people that I gave a lead to apply for a job were showing me how they're making so much money using AI. These young people, Generation Z, y'all need to get it together. I gave a few of y'all a lead on getting good jobs working for the city in New York the future, but I don't feel like we're gonna benefit. You keep up with that piss poor, lazy attitude, gonna do nothing. That's not that's not gonna help. I'm giving them leads like, yo, check this job out right here. Check that job out. Oh, this, that. 20, 25 years old. They don't even hit me with the yo, appreciate it. They don't even tell me thank you. I'm not looking for any accolades. Am I? No, I'm not looking for any accolades. I just want people to do better, man. Like just do better, man. You know what I'm saying? Not looking for any accolades. You just gonna realize pretty soon how real it's gonna get. I know somebody who, oh man, I'm like, yo, here's apply to this job, apply to this job, that job, this industry, that industry. I'm sending them leads. You want to become a rapper? I'm like, yo, and you don't want to downplay, you don't want to put anybody down with their dreams, aspirations. I don't do that. I encourage all around, right? But at the same time, I'm like, yo, I could understand you want to rap, but you have to eat. You have to eat today. What are you gonna do? Because mommy's tired of you. Mommy is tired of you eating off her, and you're 25 years old. So mommy's tired of not only you eating off her, she's tired of seeing you in her house doing nothing. Yes, mommy went to your show, your one show or two shows to show support, but mommy is not a friend. Mommy's your mommy. These YNs out here are wilding. 25 years old, don't want to work. And if they do want to work, they're picking up whack ass jobs. Like a job is a job, I get it, but certain jobs you could tell that they just BS jobs, man. BS jobs. Land you something that could take care of you for a while, not something so temporary. It just seemed like it's something not even worth having. Okay, you picked up a valet job. You're doing valet. You're doing valet because not only did you find it, your friend hooked you up with the valet job. You didn't even have enough inspiration, motivation, drive to get the job on your friend hooked you up. So how blessed are you? You should be fortunate. You should be appreciating your friend. You should be glazing your friend on a regular for helping you land this valet, which is super. The schedule is just they call him when they need him. But you got to eat every day. But you're dealing with inconsistent scheduling. And people want to live like that because you have the aspiration and the dream to become the next Drizzy Drake. You think you're better MC, better than everybody in New York City. And you want to be the next Drake. Who am I to downplay a dream? Look, I got a little aspiration. So what? You heard a couple bars in the beginning of the stream. Yeah, but I'm not trying to be Jay. I'm not trying to be no Jay Z. Drake. Nah, not trying to be none of that. Then the person's rocking me to sleep. Do you know what people like try to tell you about what they're trying to do with their neck? Because I'm like, okay, let me entertain this guy. Since you don't want to really apply to the jobs I'm sending you to apply, I'm sending your way. I don't have to do this. Giving you nice, good, solid leads. Since dude was unemployed at the time too, and then got the valet, I'm like, this ain't consistent. This doesn't have benefits. This is not going to allow you to have sick time. You're not going to be able to have health insurance doing this. This is whack. You're still going to living off the tit of your mom. Yo, take this job right here, or take this opportunity. Go apply to this one right here. He doesn't apply. Want to tell me that you want to be this major rap star? What's your plan in becoming that? Oh, he wants to get his social media. First of all, he already put music out already. So, oh, okay. So, where's your following? A minuscule following. Oh, so what's your plan? What you got? Oh, he's gonna go use his social media to do this and that. Put me. He don't even have the drive to even pretend or lie to me and create a story of what he's gonna do. You gotta know. He'll tell me about a marketing campaign and does not perform, doesn't do anything. I'm like, oh, you God, like, when are you gonna get it? Like, you that comfortable living off Mom Dukes? Must be nice. I don't know, man. I'm more than half. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm come on, bro. I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, are you serious, man? What? And tells me that he's a humble person. A person that keeps telling you they're a humble person, they're not humble. Their behaviors and their actions should speak, about how humble they really are. Should express their humility in real life. A person that keeps telling you how humble they are, they're not humble. They're far from it. Yo, he's humble. He's respectful. This and that. Yo, this world that we're in, this demographic, this generation Gen Z, y'all need to get it together, man. Y'all need to get it together, man. Figure it out. Get it together. I don't know. Maybe I'm insensitive. Because Generation X, we there was a lot we did not was not given to us that we had to figure out. We had to figure out so much crap on our own. It's not even funny, man. So I feel like sometimes everybody should be able to do the same thing too. Maybe I don't know. I'm maybe I'm out of pocket. Yo, check this out. The other day I was talking about 38 Special versus Jadakiss. I'm gonna get to the crypto thing in a minute, right? But first, 38 Special. Nobody cares. It's low vibrational conversation. I can't even get in a groove and build on some 38 Special versus Jada. I can't even do it, man. I'm like, nobody really don't care. I really, 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 really. I don't care about that conversation because it's just again the mentality should be higher, and people will still talk about behaving in a way that's crabs in a barrel, and it seems like it's gonna go sideways, and it's no longer gonna be about music. It's gonna be about something more, something physical, something real unfortunate, and it's just that's why I'm like, yo, yo, hip hop ain't what it used to be, man. Like it's not. Music is not what it used to be. It's not at all, not at all, not at all. It's actually kind of embarrassing this 38 spread. Personally, I don't have anything against Special. Just maybe the sound of his with like, the lyrics okay, yeah, but the sound of his voice kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not crazy about the sound of the dude. But you got, yeah. Maybe this is the biggest press he'll get in his time making music. Probably is anyway. But I don't want anything to spill over into violence, and you can see the certain things on the wall. Like 30 years ago, when the Vibe magazines basically spawned the East versus West, Big E versus Tupac thing 30 years ago, I was like, you know what I mean? I was there for that. Like I was around. I wasn't there in the mix. Not an industry dude. I wasn't in the industry. I was in the underground though. Still am in the underground. I love the underground. You know what I'm saying? But like I saw what that and what that created, and two MCs were erased erased from the world, and you can see something like that, kind of the rumblings of that happening again now, like with this week. I can't even talk about it, man. I don't even care about it, man. But it's on my timeline. These people are having lengthy discussions about some 38 Special versus Jadakiss. Who cares in life? Who cares? Like who can grown men talking to Special like, yo, they love Special's music. No, it ain't all that. And I'm not a hater, it's just not all that. I heard the music too. The music, yeah. Again, frequency, vibrations, people like rise above, rise above, man. Jada's been like giving, I mean, his bars are forever gonna be fire, but like his music ain't all that either. It's what it is. Like, what are we talking about? Man, damn, man. I don't know, man. It's a struggle, man. These people struggling. Like, can we do more than just we talk about some battle? 50-year-old, 40-year-old talk about battle. And these people encourage it. This low vibrational, like the mentality of a sardine can, like a garbage can. These people, man. What are you doing to improve your life? What did you do today to add to the quality of your life and the quality of the people around you, the lives of people you love and care about? These people want to talk to you about some 38, but nobody cares. And then 38 Special goes and disses another, Jim Jones and Jim Jones, I guess, girlfriend. No, who cares? Jim Jones' girlfriend, 35, like 25 years ago, Jim Jones was dissing Nas. He gonna slap Nas Kofi off his. This is banter from when we were children, young, like young. 25, 30 years ago, young talk. These people are still in that young mentality. They haven't evolved. And this one talk about he a drug dealer, but no longer a drug dealer, but he's so successful. He put a bunch of artists on. Who cares? Checks my pulse in the building, man. What's goody, man? Many blessings to you and yours. Likewise, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people crazy, man. There's nothing to talk about. What we gonna talk about? What we gonna talk about? Some Ursher being weird on stage. Ursher being weird on stage with some girl. Meanwhile, like we looking at Ursher like, you got allegations up the wazoo too. You used to, right? Hang out with the diddler in the diddler's house at 13, 14 years old. That's what, huh? Alleged? No, what are we talking about? Who cares? Listen, Listen. Check this out, right? How you like them green candles on Pulse Chain? You know what I'm saying? Don DeMarco. How you like them green candles up? You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And this is the thing. That's what I've been trying to tell a lot of y'all. So I've been trying to tell a lot of y'all, like, talking that decentralization. You talking that decentralization. I don't know about that. Told y'all. Hmm. I don't know about no decentralization, man. These people just hmm. Everybody waiting for certain moves to make because people tired. They're like, yo, what's it gonna be? I know. So you're watching certain moves that are making. You think this is purely organic? You think it's because all the marketing tablets that have been distributed this last year created these days of right upward momentum and green candle, and then nah, it's just from we see where it's coming from, or could surmise and speculate. You could speculate what that's going. Told y'all. Many of us knew and suspected what it was anyway, but I'm saying to people who didn't and really thought it wasn't supposed to be one way. Meanwhile, it's the other way. Shout out Marlo from The Wire. Yes, it's being spearheaded by one person, the main person, in my opinion. Like, that's what it's been. And people want to be disingenuous and not admit it. That's what's going on, man. That's what we doing. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And I was telling y'all, what's gonna be your plan when you see the numbers you like appear in your wallet? You know, how you gonna? You got to think of a plan. You got to think of how you're gonna exit. Some people might be asking me, "What do you mean? They got to think of how you're gonna exit? They're just gonna simply sell." Well, yeah, you could do that. You could always do that. But this isn't Coinbase. This isn't Binance. You know, or even when you talk about Pancake Swap and all that, isn't this is this isn't Kraken. This isn't Gemini. I forgot the other centralized exchanges from back in the day. So Wobi, what's the other one? Dang, I haven't been dealing with centralized stuff for years. What's the other ones? Man? What's the other popular exchanges out there? Don't matter. But when you trying to when you're in the DeFi side of things and you trying to get off, you trying to sell, you trying to do what you got to do, especially in a space where we've been learning that when there's low, and very, very low liquidity, and how that affords opportunity for maximum green candles and pumps to occur from low liquidity. You see money that you like appear in your wallet. How you gonna exit? You could sell, sure, but when you're dealing with the DeFi side of things, you gotta also know the number you're looking at might not be the number you get after you sell, and for various reasons. For various reasons, people don't like to learn, don't want to learn, don't care to learn, but should learn about providing liquidity. They should learn that. They should. And it's not just a whales game and a whales afforded to whales. It's afforded to anyone as far as learning how to provide liquidity. Information is power. You should use it to your betterment. Use it. Use it. Use it. It's there. These things you don't find as easy here as you'll find it on you won't find anybody trying to give you anything educational on Binance regarding liquidity providing. Right? Coinbase, they could care less about you knowing how to do that. They don't want you to learn how to do that. Kraken, Gemini, KuCoin. Remember KuCoin? KuCoin? Wow, man. Man, dang. It's been a minute. Time exchanges and the old ones like Wobi and all that. These big time exchanges don't care if you know about some liquidity providing or not, because it's not existing over there on what they have going on. When you're in the DeFi side, DJ Cryptomatic, what's going on, man? When you have very important. It's very important. I think that's something that people should learn, even if they don't want to. Force yourself to at least have some kind of basic understanding, bare minimum basic understanding of liquidity provide. Like seriously, look, y'all can be very happy and excited for these 10% a day pumps. You could be you're right. I'm not shitting on you, not clowning on you for being happy. Your 10% a day pump is better than seeing 10% a day dumps, 100%. But you also got to know that many people are unaware and should be aware on how to provide liquidity. In my opinion, what's the purpose of providing liquidity? What are the advantages and disadvantages? All that. Because again, you could look at a number that's in your wallet. The number's looking so nice to you. You want to take that number from your wallet and put it in your hands. How are you going to do that? More often than not, that number that you see in your wallet, if you sell it on some type of DeFi protocol, right? When there's not a lot of liquidity, you're probably not going to get the same number in your hand that you're looking at that's in your wallet for various reasons. And I'm not going to be here pretending like it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. Someone a couple days ago they sold their 18 billion Pulse X tokens, right? A couple days ago, this was circulating around. I made a live stream that day. Someone sold 18 billion Pulse X tokens. Okay. The value, once it was sold, was roughly 90K, 90,000 US, maybe 91,000 US. You know the tax that person had to pay? You know how much that was? It wasn't a dollar. It wasn't $10. It wasn't $50. It was $10,000 slippage. 10,000. 10,000. You got 18 billion Pulse X tokens. You just wake up one day and you realize, you know what? I'm out of here. I want to get rid of this bag right now. You don't even have to necessarily be out of the system. You just want to make this move and sell your tokens. So you press sell. On a DeFi platform, right? DeFi is no, right? It's not a centralized exchange, right? DeFi platform, huh? Certain amount of liquidity involved, right? You saw a number that you liked, right? I'm sure the number that he liked and the number that he received are two different numbers. I'm sure the 91K was not what he saw when he pressed sell. I'm sure he thought he was going to see a lot more come into his hands or to his wallet than 91,000. You see the value 18 billion Pulse X. You looking at the value like, oh, okay, sell. Oh yeah, but guess what? You got hit with 10K, $10,000 in slippage. What's going to be your plan for you when it's your turn to make a move? Or are you going to be like that guy and those people, right, who just eat all those slippage, all of those taxes? They eat them. I call them taxes. Really. They're going to have to eat all of that. You're going to be like that? Or you're going to be like something else, do something else where you don't have to absorb something that crazy. People got a lot to think about, Sometimes, right, folks, it's a new day, bro. Every day is a new day. Every day that we're allowed to see a new day is it's a blessing. It's an opportunity for us to be better, do great things, better things that we did the day before, and be open and receptive to receive everything that's awaiting us, everything positive that's awaiting us in abundance. But you gotta think smart. You gotta think smart. Let me tell y'all. You know how many people are super thirst on Pulse Chain right now? They're ready to just get out, like sell and be out of here. You know how many people are thirst? Many people are thirst. They're like, yo, I want to see a certain number, I'm out of here. I want to see a certain number, I'm out of here. See a certain number. Well, it's how you leave that makes the difference. How you leave is what's going to make the difference for you if you care. Some people don't care. Like the person that just dumped, they ate $10,000 in slippage. They don't care. If they probably did it different, they probably wouldn't have to sell or eat 10,000. Probably would have ate $100. But when you don't know and don't care, right, you pay for it. When you don't know and you don't care, you pay for it. A lot of people here, not only do they possibly not know, they don't care, right? And they're eager to leave. Like they just want to just, okay, well. $10K, where did that money go? Oh, that's another question. We're not building on that right now, though. But this is part of the thing of like when people talk to you about, yo, we're going to DCA, you're going to DCA. Yeah. But don't you know there's a lot more to it than just DCAing? There's a lot more. Like you're on your own for real. You're really on your own. Not how the weirdo, days back in, 9, 10 years ago, where things were like, oh, crypto is you and the blockchain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It still applies, but right now, it's really just you. It's really you. What did your man say in a tweet not too long ago? He told people to stop being parasites or leeches, is what he said. Leeches. Stop being a leech. Run your own node. It's you and the technology. That's it. You're on your own. I'm on my own. Why did it have to be this way? On my own. That's it. But it's responsibility that's involved with that. It's not just about, oh, I'm just gonna accumulate, and you think someone's just gonna come through with $100 billion and just drop on the chain, and everybody's gonna just be safely gonna be able to just smile, exit, do the same thing, just exit and take, and that's it. Huh? What? See, people have been preparing this whole time, yo. That's what a lot of people have to really understand too. Like, people have been preparing this whole entire time. What have you been doing? What have you been doing? Thoughts Child in the building, man. What's going on? Good to see Thoughts in the building. Thoughts in the building. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. A lot of people been preparing this whole time. Like I was saying the analogy the other day, like if we see, let's say there's a thousand people on the chain right now, and everyone sees a nice number hit their wallet, right? A nice number, and everyone just basically wants to sell. Do you really think right? If the liquidity is low, you really think everybody's gonna get the number they're looking at in their wallet? No, they're not. They're gonna get a lot less, a lot less. So what happens? Like, what do we do? What goes on? That's a plan for it. Everything costs. Everything costs. What safeguards did you put in place, right? Like, what save these people? They just so funny. These people behave like snakes. So many people during this whole time period, incredibly deceiving, pretending like they want you and I and us to be successful in this. Right? But they weren't really discard that will set us up, right? That'll set us up right to win. These motherfuckers talk to y'all about liquidity providing, right? But they spoke fast. A lot of them were talking about it. This wasn't a secret. Liquidity providing, liquidity providing, liquidity providing. Oh yeah, liquidity providing. And what was happening was every time I heard the term liquidity providing, it became synonymous with impermanent loss, right? So, oh no, I'm not going to provide liquidity because it's just all about impermanent. What about the impermanent loss? So now that took away from all the entire opportunity of the learning lessons or whatever that was available for the world to learn about, because you're hearing about some impermanent loss that you pair up these two coins, and if you like one of them or both of them, you're going to be mad because there's going to be impermanent loss. So you're going to impermanently lose one of the coins that you love so dearly to your heart. You know, you want to make love to this coin because you love it so much. Like, nobody, listen, man, it's more, is deeper than that. And these people, like, is also, there's a lot of that gave some information. I saw it. They gave, right, 14-day so and so liquidity providing part 1, 14-part series or whatever over the years. But this is where I tell you guys and gals, y'all have to really pick up what people don't, what people are putting down. You have to pick up. You have to really read between the lines, listen to what they're not saying. Yo, these guys were making a killing from providing liquidity alone. They learned how to make a killing from listening to the founder. They learned how to make a killing. Let me tell y'all, like it's bigger than just a buy and sell button. It's bigger than just a buy and sell button, y'all. He couldn't even give the sauce, and I see why. Like, the founder couldn't even give the sauce, like really, really 100%, and I see why. I see why. And now should things materialize the way it seems and appear about nothing liquidity provide? Why do you think farms and all these, like, check this out, y'all. Even if you didn't care, the fact that you landed something close to DeFi, whatever, like when Pancake Swap came, Uniswap and all that, Pancake Swap, but 2020, 2021, like, you think they just put out the farms to be cute? You think that was just a thing of just like, how many other protocols came out, try to mimic, do the same thing? Hell, Pulse X is a fork of Pancake Swap. Farm this, that. People don't, right? There was money to be made, a whole lot. And when people stand in their own way and block their own blessings because they don't want to learn, they refuse to learn, right? They refuse to give themselves an opportunity to learn and understand why these things are happening, why this whole thing exists. How are people being able to make money in the bottom depths of the bear market? Like it didn't matter what cycle was going on. These people were still making ends, revenue, money on a regular basis. They didn't care what anybody was talking about, from providing liquidity, right? People, it's crazy to just let that go because these people were telling you, but they're not telling you. That's the part about it that annoys me with this community too, y'all. Folks were saying it, telling you, but they really weren't telling you. 14-part series on how to provide liquidity because it's so basic, generic, and bland and super vanilla. There was no soul being added to it. There was nothing that touched you to make you say, oh shit, I get it now. Oh, damn, this makes the penny drop. Oh, ta-da, the light bulb lights up, right? So people just gave you soulless information, just basic black and white. Here it is. I'm a robot. Boom. And they didn't give you the reason to say, oh, this is, yo, I can't just let this go. I got to wake up. This is what it is. I have to use this. I have to use this because this is being used on me. y'all, I'm in this system, right? I'm in this system. I choose to participate in the system, but I'm not going to use the tools afforded in this system, even though this is the same tools that's being used on me while I'm in the system. Yo. And these people talk about 38 Special versus Jadakiss. They reduce their brain cells, they reduce their minds to talk about some 38 Special versus Jadakiss. I don't listen, man. Because the same example about using and learning about the tools that's available to use in the DeFi system is the same thing with learning and available to use the tools and laws that's available in a larger everyday life and society. Same principles. Same principles, but we reduce ourselves to Usher trying to serenade some young girl on stage. Yet nobody cares. Because look at this crazy, sick, twisted way. And I say sick in quotes, like really, like, you know, maybe like, you know. And people have been making a living just off providing liquidity for years, man. It's just another way to earn income, right? That's what they say, another way to earn income. But people heard in permanent loss and they shied away and never come back. Now we're in a system where if you stayed on Pulse Chain and you didn't learn about liquidity providing, you're just doing the same thing that you would do if you were on Binance or Kraken or KuCoin or Wobi. I don't even know if KuCoin's still active. Or Wobi. Right? Like Gemini, whatever. Like, you just holding for the sake of holding, praying. They call it speculating, but you secretly praying. Gambling, they call it speculating too, but you secretly gambling. Hope that some people put a lot of money in the market, liquidity pool, liquidity, that there's a lot of money that you can take out, take from, extract. without getting banged with slippage, because that's what you'll find in a DeFi, decentralized landscape side of things, because the liquidity is not as high as you'll find in decentralized exchanges. When the founder will tell you, yo, keep everything super low, because that's what gives it the chance to pump super high. Keep it low. You want to see 10,000, John? 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 15,000 X, John? You want to see that? You got to keep that thing low. Low, 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 low. There was no way, no way, no way, no way you're going to see something worth 1,600,000,000 times 10,000x, and there was no way you were going to see that. So you had to bring that thing down super low, 99%, this and that, and this, and keep it down. Shake out, super shake out of the shakeout. You don't know when the shakeout is going to stop, shake it out. Or shake out. But at the same time, he gave the jewels away. You keep the thing low. Keep the pool low. Keep the levels low, 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 low. So while it's going up, you better hope it stay up. So some people, what they did was they built an ecosystem on top of those principles. Some people in the community, what they did with that whole principle about liquidity pool or liquidity, keep it super low, the whole thing, they followed the founders' principles and they built on top of it, on top of Pulse. Right? How they built on top of Pulse, they created systems or whatever, paired up coins that they launched with, let's say, a core coin like PLS. They pair up those coins. Now you have a pair of a non-founder coin and founder coin, PLS. And what they do, they burn it. Or they took a P copy, paired it up with the founder's coin, burn that joint. Now you burn it. Now you hope the P copy eventually has value, right? That could be mainstay, that could be pegged, has value. So now whatever's burned can't ever be withdrawn, can't ever be retrieved. Nobody can ever do anything because it's cooked, it's burnt, it's gone, right? But then that creates a floor. Like, y'all, people been doing things the whole time, right? But my whole point is, for the person who's just been regular schmegular, don't be mad if you see your money. This is what people don't tell y'all. This is what I'm saying to you, what folks haven't been saying enough of. But I didn't go anywhere. Me, I haven't gone anywhere. And people don't keep shit real enough. Like they keep shit real. No, let me stop. People have kept it super real, true and authentic to themselves, both sides of the fence and in between. But when I'm talking about to you right now, it's like this, because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it yet, because everything's been down. So when everything go up, how you gonna make sure that you can exit safely without getting cooked? Come on, man. People created systems. They created systems for benevolent and malevolent reasons. Yeah. Benevolent and malevolent. I get it, man. I get it. 100%. 100%. But now, but see, they weren't successful in a sense. Just to add to your point, thoughts. They weren't successful. No, no one. I'm still around. You around? I see. We chatting right now. We building. So it is what it is. So they could kick rocks. Whoever they are, I don't care who they are either. They could all kick rock. I don't know if I'm gonna be wrong, but I don't think I'm gonna be wrong when I say this. Some of us only wanted to contribute in our own way, in our own language, with our own imprint, with our own fingerprint, with our own right mindset. We just wanted to add to the fold in our own way, naturally being ourselves, being ourselves. But how could you accept to be? How could you expect to be accepted being yourself when you're around a bunch of people who will be an opposite of who they're supposed to be, or being emphatically who they are, but it goes against your spirit, it goes against your calling, it goes against your makeup from the core. There's a clash, right? It's gonna be something where it's just not gonna fit constantly. It's gonna be a clash, and that's cool because that lets you know who's who. That lets you know your power, your worth, your value. It lets you to even know the power of the adversary, because that's an adversarial stance. You coming into a circle, you come into a group, and you're not really welcomed. Meanwhile, you just being you and real and close to you as who you are, and you this is what you're sharing, your light, and that's not being well received because the other side are really being who they are, a bunch of snakes and demons, for example, or people who pretend to be on point and they're not, creating a loop. Hey, lets you know what's what. It's either you're gonna dance with them or you're gonna leave them. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. Been through too much. Been through a lot in life. We're not Generation Z who are afraid to work and we cry all the time. We're grown ass men twice our age. I know. Look, Generation Z, right? I always go back to these young men. We're not these wimpy little boys, man. That's supposed to be come from a different aspect of everything in life, man. We had to do a lot for ourselves and still do, and make no apologies about it. We're just so burnt and fried. We sound like we fighting all the time and complaining. Meanwhile, we're just talking. I'm saying 23-year-olds that can't even. I mean, you just mama, mommy, yo, son, man up, bro. Man up. It's okay to cry for mom and all that, but yo, you gotta also, be able to really figure things out on your own. So come on now. You got the support. Bless your heart for having the support, but you gotta also find a way to push forward, figure it out, fall and get right back up, and make it happen for yourself, man. Make it happen. I freaking had to do it. I was terrified, but I had to do it. My peers, we were terrified, but we had to do it. I don't know if it, that's where it come from. Like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these people in this community, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, illusion, illusion. People fake. This is what it is. They don't want to see us successful. They don't want to see us win. They want to always be on the top and keep everyone else at the bottom, right? If you're not paying to play, you won't get any access to anything. You don't play that game. If you don't go to their fucking Diddy parties, you an outsider. It's a mentality, too. It's a mentality. So I'm just saying, now that you've seen some when the markets really show you what you need to see, and Pulse Chain is showing you what you need to see, be prepared beforehand, before you see what you need to see. Before it's like, quote unquote, too late, where it's like, damn, man, if I'm gonna get banged with all this slippage, boom, 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 what am I gonna do? All right, fuck it, I'm gonna eat 10,000. I want to send 18 billion Pulsex, but I gotta eat 10,000 dollars worth of slippage like the guy did. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen, man, because you didn't do what you're supposed to do in a certain way to safeguard yourself from eating $10,000 worth of slippage. Yeah, 38 special. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like Jadakiss, 38 special. That whole thing, it has me intrigued, but not enough to, like, why are we still here? This is crazy. Like, why the mentality of this hip hop shit is so low, bro. It's so low. Everything can't be about, yo, if you hurt me and my ego gets bruised too much, I'm gonna take it to the guns. I'm gonna take it to the streets. 38 Special did the a response on the stage, going at Jim Jones and Jim Jones' girlfriend, how she don't give head because the former rat, who was an old time drug dealer in the 90s, not 90s, late 80s. Alpo, he found out from Alpo that Jim Jones' girl don't give head, but they said Alpo used to play with Fun Boys. So, but this guy talking about Jim Jones because Jim Jones told him if he don't be careful, it's gonna be a hot summer for Spesh, and Spesh took that as a nobody cares. Man, if you're able to, if you're able to feed yourself, first of all, you woke up today, consider yourself blessed. You're in your own body, consider yourself blessed. Right? You're able to eat something today, you're blessed. And then you're now behaving like a buffoon, like the man mentioned right now, buffoon. And you don't have to punch in a clock 9 to 5 doing shit you don't want to do. You're making money off rhyming and whatever. You're gonna get into the verbal matches with other grown-ass men, and then it gets ego because it's super sensitive and fragile. Who can be who could be more of a piece of shit than the other? Who's tougher as a piece of shit than the other? And who cares? You're making money, right? You're helping other people make money, right? That's what's important. These people, man. And look, you got me talking about it. People crazy. No, but look, man, there's a lot of money on the table. Look, when there's a lot of money on the table and everybody wants a piece of it, but there's more people that want a piece of it than what's on the table, that's going to be a problem. People are going to pay a big tax, and they're going to end up not having what they thought they were supposed to have because they had to pay that big tax. because they didn't adequately prepare and right, set themselves up properly, and stop caring about some impermanent loss, crying. When you playing a certain game, play it, learn the rules, learn the tricks of trade, learn. But these people not telling you what it was, what it's supposed to be. It's all, I'm gonna DCA forever. DCA, 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 DCA forever, and do nothing but just DCA. Hold the bag. You just go hold the bag. Hold the bag of coins. Your favorite coin. Your favorite coin now is worth $10,000, right? And you happy? You want to sell that 10,000. You know how many other people saw that 10,000 in their wallet or more and want to do the same thing like you? About to do the same thing like you, but the liquidity is low. It can't handle everybody putting out to get 10,000. It's not good, And then what happens? What happens? You got to pay. You got to pay that hefty tax called slippage. You got to pay for it. Your 10,000 turns out to be $90. That's crazy. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. I could be exaggerating here and there, but you get my point. You get my point. This whole thing wasn't really like set up. You saw how this guy played the game. He just spoon feed. He little by little. You put a little thing, little by little, over time. You want a little. He tired of his reputation being shitty anyway right now. The founder is tired, you could tell, of his reputation being garbage. Because he's been losing for 3 years. He's tired of being a loser. Tired of being a loser. Who else is Who else is adding? How many clips at a time? Every day or for a few days, and then they'll stop and then start it all over again. Who else is feeding the system? Who else is doing that? There are no other billionaires coming through and say, "Oh, Pulse Chain, let me pour my billions." No. Who else could be doing that? Huh? Little by little. And then people who know are setting themselves up. They're setting themselves up. And those who don't know and want to be lazy and think it's just about holding and think your account is going to reach $1 million and you could just sell and you think you're going to walk away with $1 million, good luck. Good luck. See, people are not going to tell you this. That's the truth. You see your account reach $1 million. Good luck trying to get that $1 million into your hands, man. Especially on the Pulse Chain. Good luck. And I'm not saying that something's going to happen was nefarious. No, it's the nature of what you're dealing with. It's because of the nature of what you did. What are you doing to safeguard yourselves to ensure that you'll be able to really take out a nice percentage of whatever you're looking at? Because you're not supposed to be trusting nobody providing any liquidity anywhere or anything in crypto. You're not supposed to be trusting people in crypto. So how's this even look? This is what I'm saying. Like, it's true. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But I know I'm not going to sit on my hands and just watch and just expect, oh, damn, my account is worth $1 now. Yo, let me sell this, John. Let me sell it. Sell it. Because everybody's trying to sell. And then I walk away with 15 cents. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Trust. No way. One thing I'm not going to do, when people talk about, oh, yeah, provide liquidity, this and that, provide liquidity, this and that, provide liquidity. After seeing how people launched coins or had coins launched in that likeness, and they're supposed to be key opinion leaders in this community, right? And we used to go on streams, all types of whatever, built a following, and people bought their coins. After seeing key opinion influencers, key opinion leaders, KOLs, your favorite streamers or streamers in this community pull liquidity like it's nothing. You think I'm going to believe them? Trust them? Have faith in them? After seeing all the foolishness that took place these last 3 years? Like I said, it's you and the technology. You can't depend on nobody. You got to depend on you. That's for real. These people are filled with their egos. They also pride and this and that and this, pride. But nah, this ain't about pride. It's about being practical. It's about taking care of yourself, taking care, protecting your position, and making sure you exit right without having to shit on your people too, man. There's ways to do it. You just have to learn. You have to learn. These people just I'm out. I said I'm out. We see it all the time. We're gonna see it. We're going to see it. It's just gonna be a Jeep fest. It's gonna be a Jeep fest here, Jay. It's gonna be a Jeep fest. And some people are gonna revel in it. Which they're gonna revel in the Jeep fest because they're gonna get all them fees, all those fees. Imagine, man, like you you want to sell your thing because this is what you've been used to. You say you're about DeFi, but you don't really understand what's going on 100% with DeFi. So you try to do what you was doing on Binance, sell, trade. What you was doing on KuCoin, what you was doing on Gemini, on Kraken, hell, what you was doing on Coinbase, weird, Coinbase. One of the main on-off ramp sites available, portals available. You want to do that? Okay, sell. My little, Try to do that in DeFi and think you're gonna see the full thing of what you're looking at. If there's no liquidity or not enough, you think you're gonna see the full bag that you're looking at, that number right there, and there's not enough liquidity. Good luck. Or when everything's pumping, price going up. You want to talk about your Hart's Law and everything going up, everything going on. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. But everybody gonna get ready to do what you're doing. You think you're gonna see 10,000? You're looking at your thing, 10,000. 1,000 other people want to do the same thing. They're gonna sell at 10,000, and the liquidity is low. You think you're coming out with 10,000 because you were dependent on other people to provide the liquidity? You were trusting and believing that other people were gonna have your back to provide money so you could be able to take that money out. Other people, you think people are that nice? Huh? More donations. More grifts. More grifts. Nah, man, I'm not. I can't be trusting people. You can't be. You can't do that, man. I mean, nah. People talk a good game until the time comes to perform. When it's time to perform, it's something else, man. It's something else. Hell, like you don't know. You got to do it for you. You got your own operation going on, you acquiring your coins, make sure you set yourself up right. For example, don't follow what I'm saying. I'm saying not financial advice for a reason, because who knows, man. But the way it's looking, you got to make sure you got the backup right there on chain, like a backup to sell into, something right there comparable to sell into. Do your liquidity, yo. Learn this thing, man. Learn it, learn it, learn it, learn it. Because if you're waiting this long, you're waiting this long, right, to see something materialize. And if something materializes, it's better to be prepared than not. It's better to be prepared than not. I remember when the farms first came out and I was playing with the farms. Yo, I think it was for that first year and a half. The returns were looking so right. I was like, yo, this right here is some powerful, man, with some incentive token. Oh yeah, I could do this. Oh yeah, I could do this. And then of course, wah, 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 your man had to change everything, right? Because you don't know how to just let things, you know, let things that work, leave what works alone. You want to just do some other stuff. But when the farms first came out, right, that first year to year and a half, I want to say, man, those man, some of those farms were really printing something real special, man. I was like, oh yeah, this right here, I can see clearly now. Yeah, the vision, long term. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. But I'm not even talking about that. The farms, because the farms, you get an incentive token, you get a reward token, something. I'm talking about straight up LP, 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 LP. Yo, don't sleep on LP. Don't sleep. I'm telling y'all, especially now. This thing about to do something crazy. If it does something crazy, and you looking at your numbers and you loving what you watch and you want to sell, yo, it's crazy when people just sell. Not only do they eat slippage, but they dump the price. So they screw everybody else. You see what I mean? It's crazy. This is where people talk about information and teaching and all this. Oh man. Like, where did it go? OG Blackwater in the building. He said, yo, my Zoe, is there any update with her? I mean, I'm just talking about the 10%. The 10% a day run we've been having. The 10%, I've been seeing on the chain. So that's the update. There's been some movement these past couple days. There's been some movement. Slow. It's a slow grind. It's a slow grizzle. But there's been movement. And it's looking like we've been at the bottom. So I'm just telling people as I'm talking and building with y'all, learn about the purpose of providing liquidity and how, if you want to sell your bag and you want to and reduce the chance of eating slippage, there's things that you can do providing liquidity that will reduce your chance of eating slippage, and you won't have to wreck the charts. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like dump the chart so bad where the price, you eat slippage and then the price goes to shit again. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody behind you or everybody else is suffering. But that's, I'm not saying that everybody's going to do that either, but I'm saying that to understand and for people to also understand why these things happen all the time. Why we've seen you see a 10% pump and then all of a sudden a massive dump. Why the massive dump? Like the other day, 18 billion hex got sold. The person walked away with $91,000 worth of crypto, but they ate $10,000 worth of slippage. Now, clearly that was a whale move who probably didn't care about anything. It's like, I just feel like selling, that's it. But if they were to have done something else using liquidity providing, by way of providing liquidity, they would not have eaten $10,000 worth of slippage. And you wouldn't have seen a crazy red candle like that either. Maybe over time, but they would have slowly sold into another coin or exit into, I think, a stable coin they walked out into. But if they would have set themselves up properly, that bag would have sold into the stable. If they knew what they were doing. If they knew what they were doing. But the majority of people are unaware, and I'm afraid to even say, I dare to even say, they don't care. Because this is not necessarily, this is DeFi. This is not Coinbase. This is not Binance. Right? You got all this money, everything sloshing left and right, centralized, slash. Yeah, you don't hear anything about impermanent loss with Binance. Liquidity provide, Binance, like it's PancakeSwap is different. I'm talking about, right, the centralized Coinbase, the centralized John, Kraken, the actual exchange, third party, like order books and all that weird over here. DeFi is like wild, it's different. Everything is just you and you fighting bots, you fighting arbitrage bots, you fighting MEV bots, you fighting all kinds of bots, you fighting bots that do sandwich attacks, that front run, harmful, that just rip people off. You doing all kinds of stuff. You doing all kinds of stuff. You around a bunch of different things going on over here. A bunch of sniper, people sniping coins, all kinds of weird stuff you find over here. It's just a different setup. That's why the other day he was saying it's important to run your own node. So when something goes down on the side, you're not stuck. You run in your own situation. Nobody can shut anything, take anything down, freeze. You in control. It's you and your technology. It's you, your tools, and the technology, and the value that's inherent in whatever you're dealing with. But we have to be smart. Now we can't be lazy. Now we can't be lazy. Not now. Should have been on point the last 3 years. And if things materialize the way it's supposed to, we're going to see why. We should have been on point these last 3 years. Things happen. If you weren't on point, things happen. I ain't mad at you. But I'm going to say this before I make a move. I heard someone say this. One of the things a person can do, it's like, let's say, well, I don't want to give you misinformation. When I get the information on point, I'm going to share it on my next stream. Be sure to keep your notifications on, So when I go live, you'll get it. I'm going to mention one of the things I heard or I read about that can put you in a good position using liquidity providing, or better position, rather than trusting someone else providing the liquidity. How you can set yourself up by providing your own liquidity. That's exactly what it is. Because, hey, you can't depend on nobody else, because you never know when someone who's a popular streamer in the community who's well liked is going to pull the liquidity, right? And then everybody's stressed out. That's the whole point of what I was trying to say. Yeah, I don't even have to. It's just there you go right there. Learn how to provide your own, where you can sell into the coin without hurting the actual price of the coin, without hurting, painting a red chart, a red candle, without, dumping on everybody else and making everybody, right, suffer as far as price decrease in price and all the. I mean, for real, man. Like you gotta really look at things for what they are, man. It's your own operation. This is like your own business. This is your own business. You in charge. It's your own business. Make it work. Make it work. Make it make sense so it could work for you. Facts, man. Post Nation, yeah, those guys are great, man. Those guys are great. For sure. Shout out to Post Nation. Shout out to Post Nation. That's what that person was saying. Provide your own liquidity. You can't depend on other people. You don't know what's going to be. You don't know. And that's the thing too, man. That's why it was good to do something while it's low, because numbers are low. The market is low, everything at the bottom. So you see, just take advantage while everything at the bottom. But people are just so, everybody was so hurt, but they were just like, yo, forget this, man. Like, just gave up. Just gave up. Do I still talk with them? Nah, not really, bro. Like, the last time, I think was the last time we streamed, man, which was super long ago. Like, I can't even remember, Checks. Like, I remember, Checks, when you came on stream, which was a good stream. Every stream those guys had was a good stream. But I remember, Checks, you came on the stream for Post Nation, and I think I might have did one more, and that was it, man. Yeah, like things have changed. There's the morale and the sentiment of the community. You've been around. You've seen what it is, man. Like, people don't know how to appreciate good things when they have it. But yo, this thing about to. I think. Listen, man. We deserve all the good that we got coming to us, because this thing was not easy. It hasn't been nice. Hasn't been fair at all. Hasn't been fair at all. Like, I don't like the founder. I don't like how he's done all this. It just is, everybody needs to receive their just due. Plentiful abundance. But my thing is this: be smart. You just can't be dependent on everybody. Like, it's weird enough for people to depend on the founder, because that's what the market's been doing here in Postchain. That's what the entire, everybody depending on the founder. That's already weird. It's the real though. What you gonna do? That's the reality. Everybody depending on him. That's one, right? So you got one liquidity provider. You you got one liquidity provider. One liquidity provider. Yeah, that's true. Checks. That's the real. That's just the truth. That's the truth. And he didn't defend. That's the problem I didn't like with the founder. He didn't defend the maxis either. In fact, he promoted grifters. Like, bro, don't get me started, you know? It's hard enough. It's been hard enough waiting on one person to provide liquidity in his own chain to help pump the market. In other words, people have been saying, put that money that the community gave him in the chain, which, is neither here nor there. But that's what people have been waiting. Expectation, no expectation. But when you hear, other people involved too, it was just cool. Like, crypto, you're not supposed to trust anybody. I can't stress that enough. So it's already weird trusting one person to pump the chain and provide liquidity. Who said that this person wants to make a million millionaires? It's already weird. Now you're gonna just get involved with like other people, trusting other people to also like provide liquidity. Nah, man. Like, nah, man. It's weird, man. Mix in the build. He says in BK. Ha ha. He says he's in BK. You in town? Um, it's weird to depend depend and trust this one guy to pump his chain and pump the market and depend on his liquidity. Imagine everybody else like who's providing liquidity. Like you see something that you like, it's your right. It's a free market at the same time too to sell. It's a free market to basically provide, to take away, sell, remove your liquidity, this and that. You can't depend on that. That's why you got to provide your own situation to make sure you come out right. That's what I take from all this, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. After seeing what Matty All In, said he did, pulling his liquidity, what am you think I'm gonna be trusting anybody? You know what I mean? His situation was his situation with the coins that were whatever. He did that, and then that's something that's a stain in his reputation. You have to do for you. Can't depend on other people doing for you. You have to do for you. Yo, checks, that's crazy. Mix is back in New York City. Come on, man. New York City. Crypto 7 said, you know what's weird, man? Said OG Wales contacted him. Yo, like, It's weird, man, because maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing. If it was just the one token, but you talk about Pulse, don't talk about Pulse, or don't promote it because they want their friends to get in low on Hex. Like the shenanigans, the games these people been playing for years, man. Let's just add that to the list. To me, it's just games they've been playing. Clash in the building. Clash already in the building saying, yo, just because he said that something, it doesn't make, I don't want to say that person's name. Just because dude said something, don't make it true. Receipts or it didn't happen. Yo, Clash. Richie's pumping the market. I don't have receipts though. I don't have receipts. OGs that been like they say there's some OG. I don't have receipts either. They say there's some OGs in the community that's behind Liberty Swap. I don't have receipts to that. It's just there's some people that say RH is the OA. I don't have receipts. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Clash, what do you think about the 10% pump? 20%, the few days that have been off and on. Last week was like 3-4 days. Then this week it's been like 3-4 days. Yeah, it's interesting, right? That the Hex pump hasn't been sold yet. It's interesting. I think it's games that people are playing too, man, because the other day, PulseX, they dumped 18 billion PulseX. To me, I just think it's people that are just upset with him or whatever, just want out, or people who don't care. They'll just sell for the sake of selling. They just want to keep the prices. I don't know. But how long can people really last keeping the price down? Like 2 years, 3 years, 3 more years of this? Like how long can they keep selling to keep prices down? They think everybody gonna be. I ain't going anywhere. That's for sure. I ain't going anywhere. Not going anywhere. He says some OGs think they're running the show. That's a fact. Some OGs do think they're running the show. Why they think that? Why they think that? Some of these people had a direct line to the founder this whole time. That's what I believe. I've always felt that. They've had a direct line to him this entire time. Because there's no way. There is no way. There is no way that he could just disappear like this. OGs have been as calm as they were, accepting the fact that the dude disappears because you've been talking to him. Has anyone ever posed? Has anyone? Have you heard anybody say it like the way I just said it? Think about it. These OGs, not, and I'm not talking about you, Clash. I don't even know if you're an OG like that, man. Just respectfully, you know what I'm saying? How many of y'all think that the founder has been in contact with some of these people in this community the entire time? Put a 1 in the chat if you think. I think so. I'm gonna put a 1 myself. I think so. I think so. I'm put mad ones. I think so. Cause they just held a stance this whole time. Like, oh, wait a minute, SEC, he can't be involved. Oh no, chill. The founder's like, wait a minute. Interpol, he can't be involved. He's fighting a case, all this and that. Calm down. Why are you bugging out? Chill. Hey. Long term, delayed gratification. No, it's because you been talking to him the entire time. Some of y'all been talking to him the entire time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, my computer's acting up, y'all. You got on Exargis and a few others when they got subpoena. He talked to some in back channel. They continued in spaces. True. True. Yo, my system janky, folks. Like, again, I didn't launch a sacrifice and get money from you guys. I didn't fleece you guys. I didn't scam and grift y'all. So this is why I have to deal with janky equipment. Minaj, he speaks to some OGs in back channels. Giga has receipts. He's message. Oh, really? I didn't know that. It's common knowledge. He speaks to some OGs in back channel. It's common knowledge. Oh, really? Oh, yeah? You seen those receipts? Because if you didn't see those receipts, Clash, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? 150 weeks to wash out the weekends. I mean, yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I can't listen to the spaces no more, man. I used to be a little bit more willing to listen to somebody. I just, you know what I'm saying? Everything has just been so whatever. You gotta live life and stuff. But like as far as Pulse Chain, everything's been so whatever. I haven't been like, I feel like those of us that stuck around, you didn't even have to. First of all, salute y'all for just listening to me, supporting me by listening and rocking with me this long. I respect y'all and I appreciate y'all for this. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's been very difficult even to listen to me talk because I've heard a couple of my streams on the playback and I'm like, damn, man, I sound bitter. I sound angry. Sound damn near depressed. Like, what the hell? Like, why am I doing all this crying? You had to put up with this old man talking all this shit for 3 years about about RH. Salute y'all. You guys are the winners. You guys are the real winners. But I really do believe that we deserve a lot more and that it's coming. We deserve a lot more. That's why I've stuck around too. Space my stream. Go ahead, man. I'm about to I'm not gonna stay long. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to you want to space the stream right now. It is what it is, but I might stay, maybe a little 10, 15 minutes or something like that. Appreciate that though. Yeah. He said he asked my permission before he does. Yeah. We deserve and head focus on your plan. Salute to y'all. Cause I didn't try to convince anybody to change their thoughts. I was just complaining and talking shit for 3 years about this guy, man. I didn't understand 95% of what he was doing. Especially like the weird contradictions is yo. And when I think about it, I'm like, yo, God, like why? What is this about? What type of time is this guy on? But look, it's 2026, the end of July. We getting into a new month, right? We getting into a new month. We watching some 10% upon a 10% upon a 15% upon a 20%. We watching some daily booms take place on the chain, you know what I'm saying? Those of you that stuck around this long, salute to y'all. Don DeMarco, shit like that. Salute to y'all. I'm no different. I'm not I'm regular schmegular person. Regular participant here, man. But my thing is this about liquidity providing. What is it that you're going to do when you're ready? You see a number that you like in your wallet. Finally, it happened me, right? A dashboard, whatever. What you gonna do when you wanna take that money from the dashboard and into your hands, into your real life? What's it you're gonna do to be safe? Because you got to think, many other people are gonna do the same thing, or gonna want to do the same thing you're doing. And if the liquidity is low, you're gonna get banged with slippage. That number that you're watching on the dashboard is not what you're gonna get. So think about it. Are you gonna depend on someone else providing liquidity for you to use, to take out? We've already seen weird behavior by people in the community, shillfluencers who had coins in their likeness launched, and then they rug the liquidity pool. Do you want to experience these types of things? Did we not learn? So it's weird enough. This whole time been like really like expecting one person, the founder himself, to pull the right levers to make this thing really do what it's supposed to do and send it. It's already weird depending on one person to maybe or maybe not use the $1.6 billion he got from crowdfunding to inject in the chain. It's already weird for one person to depend on one person. You're not supposed to depend on nobody in crypto. Not supposed to trust anybody. It's already weird. It's already weird to have to depend on this one person after being down 99 down for over 3 years to hopefully like provide liquidity so you could imagine other people. You're gonna depend on other people as well? Nah, you gotta depend on you. What are you going to do? I have to say it again. What plan are you gonna have for yourself when you're ready to go right? Where you don't have to shit on everybody else after you either. You dumping a coin and everybody else has to now deal with the price reduction because of your moves, your actions. You got tools here now that can help temper that. Liquidity providing, right? Learn about it. Like it's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. People using it. Like, stop blocking your own blessings, standing in your own way. This is about pancake swapping situation where you just sell and you just have to deal with whatever that comes with that, and that's it. There's no over here. It's different. It's you. It's the technology, and it's you. It's different here. It's really a lot different. As close to something decentralized as possible. It's just different. When he was talking about running your own node, is because it's really just you. No one can stop you. No one can take anything away. No one can hack, and I'm not going to say hack. No one can freeze your account, take your money, hold your stuff hostage, blah, blah, blah. You in control. So if you in control and you're looking at your dashboard and it's looking right, you're looking at that number in your wallet and it's looking so pristine, and you're ready to cash out, make sure you cash out right and don't get yourself exposed to a high amount of slippage like the other person did the other day. So 18 billion pulsex, walked away with 91K, but you ate $10,000 worth of slippage. Who wants to do that? I don't know about y'all, but for me, money is money, bro. Money's money, bro. You see ENJ, you know, ENJ, no, ENJ, we, you know, ENJ picking up what I'm putting down. ENJ, you know, try it, figure it out, make it work. I don't know. I'm not going to be right. You got to do that work too. Like, hey, keep it as simple as possible. We've been given the information. We've been given the tools, like the man said. Like, it's all here. It's all here. You think you're looking at $10,000 and 1,000 people want to 1,000 people looking at their wallets, $10,000. There's low liquidity on the thing, on the chain, and 1,000 people want to relinquish $10,000 and click sell. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to have $10,000 because you're going to get hit with slippage, and you depended too much on everyone else's liquidity except your own. Make it make sense. Balance the odds. Balance it out. Even the odds. Because we got so much against us all the time. We always have so much against us. So you're going to position yourself in this thing right here to continue to be deficient. It doesn't make sense. Shout out to ATX with the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents pipes busting, and preparation prevents pre-perversion and perversion preparation properly. See? That's all you got to do. The 5 Ps. Proper preparation post-chain prevents Pulse chain providing liquidity, proper preparation, providing preparation, providing proper. Simple. Sit. You know? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. No, but everybody gotta get ready, man. Hold on. Should have been learning this as we went along this whole time. Should have been learning this, man. Whoever sold that 18 billion Pulse X the other day for 91,000 and $10,000 worth of slippage, they probably didn't care to do anything liquidity providing, anything. They probably didn't care. But if they did, they lost out. If they did and were unaware, if they did and were ignorant, they lost out. You don't want to be that person and lose out. Don't let words like impermanent loss engender fear and create fear and impermanent loss. Don't let that, because in a situation like this, you do V3, liquidity providing V3. Oh, you'll be glad to see something impermanent loss because you're selling into something you want. You're selling into stables. You're selling 18 billion Pulse X into stables or Ethereum or whatever the person walked away with. I think it was stables. Yeah, you impermanently lost your Pulse X, but then you acquired your stables at the price you were looking for. Stop making things overcomplicated. Like everything doesn't have to be about, oh, this, that, this formula, X plus Y equals K, and all this extra stuff. Don't let all that, listen, man. Just chill. Just, facts. Impermanent law, what about impermanent gains? I like that. Impermanent gains. %. Always have an exit plan. It will come and go quickly. Not holding the bag this time. No. Like, that's feasible. You have a right to not want to hold the bag. You have a right to, have a plan. Do whatever you want. Free market. But when I learned that, like Uniswap, for example, right? Uniswap, man, there's been, people have been using Uniswap for the better part of 6 years, right? 6 years, 7 years. And it's been treating them real good, providing liquidity. Of course, you got to pay attention. You got to stay on top of it. It's you. No one's going to tell you anything. You have to apply yourself. But it's been right. It's been treating people real good. Why can it not treat you as good, right? Why can you not afford to at least learn what it's about that might be able to complement whatever you got going on, help you out, especially in a decentralized space, a place that's supposed to be decentralized finance. It's like, It's what it is. It's what it is. You know, the only thing that makes sense in my mind is to like you can't depend on other people enough. Like you got to also have something for yourself on the chain. Make sure whatever you have on the chain, make sure whatever you have also is for you. Like, all right, worst comes to worst, if this weirdo pulls the liquidity, whoever the weirdo is, I'm gonna be all right. Because you never know. You're not supposed to be trusting people like that. I'm being real with y'all, man. Like I'm only being real with y'all for whatever it's worth. Like, and then you gotta think long term too. Like, is this for some people? It's gonna be a one and done, like a one night stand, one and done. Wham bam, thank you, man. I don't really necessarily want this to be a one night stand for me. I don't want this to be wham bam, thank you, ma'am. If people have been eating off of the likes of liquidity providing for 6, 7 years, why can't we? Huh? Yeah. 6, 7 years. You know what happened in the past 6, 7 years? You know what's been going on? Man. And people been eating that whole time? Come on, man. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. We were on lockdown for 2 to 3 years, like the whole time. This whole 6, 7 years, the last 7 years, crazy. And people been eating off Uniswap, providing liquidity the whole time. Yo, don't sleep, people. Don't sleep. And I guess, don't sleep. Like, in other words, like for me, when I say it's not gonna be wham bam, it's because like people used to always talk about when I used to play with other crypto models, and they used to say, "Oh, don't kill the golden goose. Always protect the goose that lays the golden egg." Right? Don't ruin the money maker. And I can dig it. I could appreciate that. You know what I mean? So definitely gonna, the plan may not be good for somebody else. I'm not saying what I'm doing is the right thing, is the best thing. I'm not giving any kind of advice. All I'm sharing with y'all is, in other words, like what I'm seeing, what could have been said differently to help register, help people see things that can help them win. It's just things that I can help you win, possibly. Who knows? A lot of us, we're lazy. We don't want to learn. We don't want to do extra. We don't want to do more than what's required. But sometimes, you got to put in the work. You have to reap the benefits. Put in the work. Learn. You know how many people, when they reach, when their bags reach sack price, between now and when their bags reach sack price, you know how many people are gonna be cheating, selling, dumping? It's gonna be back to back to back to back. They're gonna be selling. It's gonna be dumped. They're gonna be selling left and right, left and right. It's sales that's gonna take place, man, between now and, excuse me, when the coins reach sack prices. It'll be constant selling. Selling's not gonna stop. But how are you going to safeguard yourself to minimize your risk of having to pay high levels of slippage? That's my entire point. That's it. That's it. Because you could be thankful when you see a big number and you're able to walk away with that big number or something very close to it. You could be very thankful. But will that always be there? You can't depend on that always being there. That's why you got to create your own situation to ensure at least you have a fighting chance to get something very close to the number you want because you created something for yourself on the chain. Just in case things go awry, just in case someone pulls their you got yours though. And while they pull theirs, guess who's getting all the fees guess who's getting more fees because someone pulled out. So someone's getting some more fees. You. So does it always make sense to like really take everything out and kill the golden goose? No. Not if you could receive ends and continue to receive and receive and receive. Yeah. But you decide and do whatever you want. And that's for the world. That's what. I mean, look at what you just said right there. Checks my pulse. Look at what you just said right there, man. Like, especially for those that sacrifice like a 40x a sack from here. If they've been DCing the lows, they taking nice profits and still have sackbacks. 100%. It's gonna be this is different. This is different over here. Man. Now, greed will definitely FOMO. When FOMO kicks in, it's gonna be crazy. I'm not negating that people won't be greedy. People will definitely be greedy. Naturally. Like that. That's a fact. No, I get it. I welcome outside money, man. But I had to stop dreaming about some outside money and had to think about what's going on here now. But yeah, I welcome outside money. I'm not going to frown on that because that's more opportunity, right? For people to eat less slippage. That's more opportunity for people to eat less slippage, for more money to be on the chain, for people not to depend on one person, for people, to be able to understand what's going on and not have to get hit with all types of slippage. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm still right here in the trenches, just like we all are in the trenches, watching little by little. Oh, 10%, okay. Another 10%, okay. Another move right here, okay. It's refreshing, but I ain't sleeping. He ain't out the water. You're not getting no kudos from me right now. Not no. People, we all have to receive what our judges do. And that's just me. Like, everybody could do what they want. People are gonna sell everything before it even touches sack price. People have sold already and walked away. I'm sure. Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. But position yourselves. Like, in other words, you waited this long. You waited this long. Don't wreck yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like by doing something untoward. You just gonna pay 10,000 for $91,000. You're gonna pay $10,000. Feels good. For sure, for sure, for sure. He said, I overheard onboarding an algorithm. Mix, mix. Mix is not Algorand. Someone just said the other day that there's about 3,000 different coins that get launched on Pulse Chain practically daily. These are the blockchains I can't keep up with, man. I remember Algorand is old, though, relatively old, a good 5, 6 years, maybe minimum 6 years. They said the other day that Hyperliquid got hacked. Like, Hyperliquid was one of those, I think, protocols that people were celebrating and glazing for a while. They're like, yo, Hyperliquid, hyper uppercut. And Hyperliquid, they said, got hacked. I don't know how true that is, though. Like Clash said, if you can't provide receipts, it didn't happen. Ian J. Dub said he was staking Algorand on Binance US before Hex. Y'all been on 2 hours, man. Y'all been rocking with me this long, man. You guys are the winner. Everybody here deserves to win, man. Been here 2 hours, man. Any one of y'all been on Robinhood? Yo. the crazy, the psyop is real. Robinhood, RH. Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Robinhood, like, and then you see how the shillfluencers in this community, you saw how they just went to Robinhood like crack fiends. You saw how they just went to Robinhood like crackheads, bro. And then they'll tell you and tell everybody on the timeline they're making 6x gains. They're making $2,000 a day on Robinhood. It's just like that jolt, that euphoria, gambling, crack, drug addict. You gotta get that dopamine kick every day. Like, yo, and get your money how you get your money, man. If you're not hurting anybody, cool. But if you're hurting somebody, kick rocks with no shoes on, man. But like Robinhood, yeah, it is what it is, man. But that Solana 2.0. It's what it is. It's just a new, fresh new to make quick money and then watch. It's what it is. Look, I ain't mad. People getting their money. Get your money, man. I don't think I'm gonna be running over. Listen, man. My luck is my. Look, my luck hasn't. Yo, my luck. Woo. Mm-mm-mm. I saw some of the coins on Robinhood. I was like, yo, this reminds me. This the people in the community that go over there, you have nothing to offer people on Pulse Chain. That's why you run over there and you want to pretend like you're doing something and putting money in people's pockets, but you just like replaying grift plays that basically got stale on Pulse. So you run over to Base, so you run over to Solana, you run not Base, but whatever, you run over to Robinhood, and it's same shit. Launch something, whatever, grift, yeah, because it's quick money to make for the day, for the moment, for now. But like, yeah, the KOLs in Pulse Chain suck. The KOLs suck. It's just regular people who just talking. They just suck, bro. They suck. Not everybody does though, but for the most part, for the most part, yeah. There's a lot of the ones that talk the most I don't listen to at all. Like I stopped listening to so many. It's just different. You know what I mean? You gotta. This is why sometimes it's whatever you do your research, you do the work, you collect the information that's necessary that you need for yourself. Make the right decisions based on your calculated decision making, and you win. Outside of that, it's just a dub. Outside of that, it's just like you entertaining gossip by men and individuals who you'll probably never meet. Like, and then at this point, it got so bad. I see people tagging FBI and Department of Justice on a regular about the founder. It's gotten bad, you know what I mean? But like, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm just like looking to see things change, and for people who've been waiting this long to get their just due. We deserve just due. I haven't gotten anywhere. I haven't for what? What am I doing? The place where you can do what you do with very little control or oversight. Nobody could freeze your money, take your money from you, and so why am I leaving? Because the founder did some weird stuff. I get it, but I'm not doing that. It's not. That's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. You know, lost relationships behind this situation. Like, as from onboarding people, don't talk to me anymore because I onboarded them to. There's a price to pay. I'm not gonna walk away from the. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's weird. I'm not trying to. It's weird. to explain or make excuses. Just gotta see this. I gotta see this play out. Oh wow, that guy used his kid's college fund. You see, Clash, that level of FOMO, that level of FOMO when you're using your kid's college fund, it gets that serious, man. That's some 2021 type FOMO. That's some 2021 type FOMO, man. That's crazy. We haven't seen that FOMO on Pulse Chain. Not that it's supposed it's the healthiest thing, but it's that kind of FOMO. When you talk about the sidelines Clash with other billionaires, when it's like that, that's when you're gonna see FOMO like that. Like regular people just taking out their Roth IRA or traditional IRA, 401k, house money. They're gonna sell their wives and husbands and all that just to like throw some money in this. I'm telling you, man, people, it gets bad, bro. Like imagine like you sold your kid's college fund. Shit. It wouldn't be as bad. No, it is. I'm not gonna make excuse. The thing is, man, when they say if you don't sell, you didn't lose. But I get it. The value went down 99%. So you lost so much. But if you would have hold on and hopefully this thing can recover and you could reclaim what you freaking spent, and the value is more now, is worth more, or he needs more of what he's invested because the value of the dollar depreciated. So it's like, damn, you need more to cover for your loss. Like, damn, man. No, I'm saying, man, like the FOMO is maddening. The FOMO is maddening. Like, if you allow it, it captivates you. It has a hold on you. Like, if you allow it. Like, there's nothing else. Like, it's its own phenomenon. It's its own, and not just FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, oh, you want to go to lunch. There's a group of people going to lunch, and it's not that kind of fear of missing out because you want to be a part of that lunch group. Nobody cares. Crypto FOMO is unmatched, unparalleled type FOMO. Crypto FOMO is in a category of its own. There's nothing like crypto FOMO, yo. I'm telling you, like, you get hypnotized. Nothing can piss you off. Let me tell you something. Crypto FOMO is like this. Like, crypto FOMO, it's two ways. It goes, it's two perspectives. It's a different perspective I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the FOMO perspective of when you're in the market and you watching your account multiply throughout the day. Like, you wake up, you just wake up and you're looking at your account and you're watching the value increase by the hundreds throughout the day, throughout the day, you wake up and it keeps going up throughout the day. You wake up again and it keeps going up. You're like, oh, you made it. This is it. You made it. You made it. You get caught and believe that this shit ain't going to stop. The FOMO is when you watching that thing go up. You watching anything that you like, anything that caught your attention. You watching that thing go up. And you damn near you want to just you gonna have you about to knock somebody out because you want to you need whatever monies that you have in the real world. You need to transfer that into this intangible crypto life quickly, like ASAP. You whatever money in the bank, whatever you need it. First of all, no cash because you don't have anything to do any off the counter, over the counter, anything. So you need something digital, quick. But then you got to figure out how you going to on ramp. You are fighting to catch that green candle, to catch that. You fighting to catch the top. You fighting to catch the top. That's crazy because you feel like it's going to keep going higher. You don't know it's the top. You never know it's the top. But what you're doing is you fighting to buy the top. When you FOMOing, it's crazy. You're fighting to buy the top. People don't tell you that, but that's what you're doing. It makes no sense. That's why it's not good. When you feel that FOMO and you're not in the market, you got to kind of chill, fall back. Wait till the dip happens, right? Capitulation, whatever you want to call it. And then if it's worth getting into, that's when you enter. When it goes back, that's what they say. Don't buy when that shit going up because you FOMOing to buy the top. That shit grabs you and it won't let you go if you're not careful. You're going to want to just do whatever, all kinds of money, grab your kids' college fund money and throw it at this thing because you thinking this shit's going to just change your life forever. Because you watching green candles go up throughout the day for weeks and months. And you feel like it's never going to go down. You feel like you made it. You feel like you the most smartest person in the world, the luckiest. Nothing could get you pissed off. If you're married and your wife is like not holding out on giving you buns, you don't give a fuck because you feel like you rich. You're like, yo, I don't even care. You don't care what your boss tells you at work because you're crypto rich. You don't care what your boss is telling you. In fact, you this close to telling your boss to kiss your ass. It's like that. It's maddening. It's crazy. You want to tell your friends, you telling your family, you want to go outside, scream, have a party every day, all night. Get on a bullhorn, be like, bah, 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 bah. Don DeMarco. Guess what, everybody? Did you ever hear of such and such coin? Well, take a look at it. That's when you start really onboarding. Because you're excited to onboard. You're making money. People not telling you the real like this, bro. People don't tell you the real like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the real like this, man. Yeah. 1600x. Damn. Moon math. 1600x. First year. FOMO is a powerful effect. Yeah, they never said spend your kids' money. Yeah, spend your kids' money is deep. Spend your kids' money is deep. Minimum 5 year speculative asset checks my pulse. What was it? Checks my pulse. I said that. You should have been thinking minimum 5 year speculative investment on PulseX for sure. PulseSac. Yeah. 100%, man. He and Jay got hyped. Yo, it's real, man. Five years for the first big spike up. 5 years. Bruh. I look at it like this, man. September 2028 to September 2029 is going to be our season. September 2028 to September 2029. That's going to be our season. Our year. I think. September 28 to 28, September 2028 to September 2029. And Jay, if you've been around, look, man, you endured these 3 years. People aged 10 years within the last 3 years, man. So you've endured a lot. You're an OG now. You're pulse chain OG now, man. This shit was like 3 years and dog years, bro. Like this 21 years. It's like equivalent of 21 years, bro. Like no BS. No BS. Like Pulse Chain, you've been around since 2023 on Pulse Chain. You've aged 3 years dog years, 21 years, bro. The knowledge, yo, I learned crazy, yo, in the last 5 years. Been in crypto since 2017. The last 5 years, especially since Pulse Chain launched, yo, I learned so much, so much. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, keep learning, keep reading, keep studying, keep listening to streams or whatever you like, community you like, information, you're hearing people different ideas and stuff. Like, keep learning, because this thing is, I don't like the way the founder performed these last 3+ years, but I understand why this exists. I understand why Pulse Chain exists. You know what I'm saying? And so That's why I keep talking about it. And I think these tools that are here, we don't know what we have. We don't truly know what we have until you're going to see some value like rain and pour on the chain. We're really not going to understand really what we have just yet. Some do already, some have been. People been getting, like people know. It's just that everything is so low right now, but don't fret. Don't fret. I think if this thing keeps going the way it's going now, this little thing that we watching like 10% movement, Hex going up. The other day was all the all the coins like shoot, there's turning around. Pulse X, Hex, even Ink over like slowly though, slow cook, sir, slow cook. Slow cook is better than no cook. Slow cook is better than burnt, like drought, famine, no money on the table at all. Like they put a little some little by little, because he's seen how people just been, the minute he injected 20 million, they dumped on him. He's seen how people have been doing him this whole time. And it is what it is. People gonna dump, people gonna sell. But if you let the thing do what it does, slow, we'll see, man. However you gotta do it, he gotta do it, because this is contingent upon him being a winner too, him winning. So let's profit and capitalize off that, man. Facts. I appreciate the little by little, yeah, man. Because come on, man. I'm appreciative still. Yeah, appreciative. I talk my talk, yeah, but I'm appreciative still. Like, all right, keep this up. Keep this up. Keep this up. Keep this up. Keep it 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 going. With that, folks, it's been a while. Thank you for rocking with me. I'm saying to better days, to better times. I think we're gonna make it. I don't even think to be real, man. To be real, I stuck around because I knew we were gonna make it. I just had to talk and vent because I didn't like what was going on from the founder and from the community. I didn't like what was going on, man. I didn't like what they were doing. I didn't like how people were behaving. I didn't like what was going on. Because there's good people that's still on the chain doing good work, believe it or not. And I kind of speak for those two. I speak for them. I speak for even regular people that just don't want to do anything. They just want to mind their business, participate, keep it moving. They don't even want to provide liquidity. It's all good. They just want to participate, keep it moving. Respect. Salute. And with that, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Take care.